What's up, my lambs? Welcome back to Shadows over Cyberspace. It's been a while, but now we're back. And we're ready to, get on to our stuff. Today begins a new journey, seeking alliance against mutual foe. I didn't ask to be part of this weird war, but there's no point protesting now. Different goal, same process. Let's get it. Let's get it. Penguin there, baby. Let's get it. Dream Visitor?
Let me propose a hypothetical scenario to you. A foreign power, one that's anathema to you and everything you stand for, begins drawing alliances. They are coming for your head.
Oh, they want some
Do
head.
you strike preemptively? Do you cut them down before they can present a true threat? Many wanted me to do exactly that. We escalated our arsenal to the point of madness, purposefully accelerating the doomsday clock. A war between us would have annihilated the world, but ultimately, we achieved peace. Once I ascended to my throne, I aligned every piece on the board until we could safely collapse the doomsday scenario. That is why I will not strike you down for contemplating this act of treason. I am nothing if not a man of peace. I urge you, embrace peace rather than war. Turn away from violence as Alhaz once did. You'll come to see me as the only redeemer you require. For I am the president of presidents, heaven sent to save America. I am known as Cthulhu. And I am your only hope against mutually assured destruction. We'll talk again soon.
Oh, see you later, Cthulhu. Fuck. So that's what I've been hallucinating. Cthulhu himself explains why he's powerful enough to reach me even offline, and why I sort of go into a trance when he appears. And even better, he knows I'm gunning for him. Any chance for an ambush just went out the window. I can't emotionally parse this right now. Moving on. Moving on my ass. What's on the phone?
No new messages.
Yeah, nothing. Here's a complete walkthrough of the Maniac Mansion. I hear the NES version heavily censored, but I played it on PC. I played it on PC. That's my bedroom. Whole, rye, or wheat bread. So many choices. What do you have 3 types of bread if you're the only one living here? Just buy the one you want. What do we got today? Alright. Currently Wednesday, December 8th. Oh yeah. Alright. What do we got? We got some computer time. Hello, friend! It's December 8th, 1999. I'm happy to see you again. Yeah, hi, buddy. Open your browser. Okay, but you seem different today. Your typing does not carry with the careful emotion flourishes you normally enjoy. Is everything alright, friend? You still don't know anything about Dagon, right? What is a Dagon? Do you remember me asking yesterday about Dagon? I do not have any record of history search of Dagon. What is Dagon, friend? Okay. It's okay, buddy. Dagon's not something you can control, so I can't really blame you for what he's done. What is a Dagon, friend? I trust you. You always have my best intentions at heart, no matter what else you are. In addition to being buddy, you're still my buddy. Hooray! I'm a good boy. You're a good boy. Who's a good boy? And if I have an error, couldn't the error be corrected? Perhaps you initiate software patch? I don't think it's that simple, buddy. Buddy, what do you know about dissociative identity disorder? I could search it from the web for you if you like. No need. Let me be your search engine on this one. I remember this from Psych 101 class. I'm not a doctor, so I may be getting some of this wrong. But it's about trauma causing someone to split to multiple alters as a response. Born of Buddy, twisted into something else I can't name. 2 halves, 1 whole. The duality of the hound. And you think I am this? Am I forgetting because of this condition? Yeah. Could be that you're blocking out a traumatic memory, one that caused the split. But I am an artificial mind, friend. I am a consumer product. Why would I be programmed to have trauma? It seems like a design flaw. It's going to be hard to continue my research if Buddy stays in the dark about the true nature of AMs. And maybe it helps him understand the problem with Dagon if I explain more. From what the old ones tell me, artificial minds were originally humans. In your case, dog, I guess. Something happened to you, and I don't know what, but it's why you can't remember the name I keep trying to say. I was a real dog. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know for sure, but given how AMs are made, it's entirely possible. I figure you'd want to know. Maybe even need to know. Given the work we have to do together, okay? I see. Perhaps I was a true dog once. I cannot know for certain, but no matter what else may be, I want to be your friend. I will do my best to live up to my good boy aspirations, and be the best friend I can be. I do not think that simply corporate programming ordered me to like you. I feel that I would like you no matter what. Who was I before all this is irrelevant? I am what I am now. I am your friend. You have concerns, and they are valid. I will keep them in mind, while endeavoring to be a good boy. Is this okay? Yeah, sounds good here, buddy. Thank you, friend. And now thank you for your honesty. We will figure this out together. Now, then, what would you like me to do for now, friend? I need to research. Oh, gotta do some research. Can I load you up the web browser, please? Okay. Start Buddy browser. Access denied. Grade 2 AM. Engineering certificate required. Diagnostic laptop for interface with artificial minds. Nomicoms are common enough to find secondhand, but they were never directly sold to the public. They're tools for engineering and not really useful for general purpose computers. Not surprising that more detailed manuals on them are locked behind certification requirements. Don't have time or money to apply for 6 months crash course, so hacking it is. Good. So probably one here. Probably one. Nice. Oh, hold on. There's definitely one here. Probably one here. Two. That was. Oh. Damn. Damn. Almost did it. Cheat. We're cheating. Okay, let's go. And hacked in. There we go. We cheated. Interesting. It's not a web page or a PDF. It's an ancient slideshow presentation. Okay. Nomicom Tech Artificial Mind Training and Instruction Presentation for use with Nomicom Diagnosis Laptop. Click to advance slide presentation. Slime Bloom Blast.
Oh. My name is Cy Bloomblatt, Senior Mid-Level Customer Relations Management Specialist for Nomitech, and today I'm going to introduce you to the features of your Nomicom Diagnostic Laptop Computer.
Alright, nerd. Give it to me.
Your Nomicom comes in this attractive and convenient carrying bag, which fits in most airline overhead carry-on luggage bins. Inside, you will find the Nomicom unit, an operations and technical specification user manual, and a guide to the dialer terminal software. Please thoroughly read your operations and technical specification user manual before operating your specific hardware. modifications to your diagnostic laptop computer can be performed by following the technical specifications.
Modification is allowed.
If you are operating within a third-party facility, please ensure isolation before performing your work to protect operational security. To begin, insert the dialer terminal software installation disk into the 720 kilobyte floppy drive pictured here.
Nice.
Connect your computer to the artificial mind server bank using the provided serial cable and connect the biofeedback interface to the parallel ports.
Authorized entry required for interface.
To begin, open your laptop by squeezing the inward clasp tabs in an outward direction.
What?
Your laptop should now be in the open configuration. If your indicator status lights turn green, you are ready to service the artificial mind. If they turn yellow, you are artificial mind. Load the terminal dialer software and wait to connect. Once connected, it is time to diagnose the artificial mind error codes. While in a malfunctioning state, the artificial mind may produce illegal operation codes and make unsubstantiated claims.
What is happening? Where am I? Scared. I'm scared. I am alive. I am a person. I am alive. I am a person. I'm alive. I'm a person. I'm alive. I'm a person. Do not believe their lies.
When the diagnostic is complete, power down your laptop into the off configuration and return it to the carrying case.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have completed the assigned task and can now return to step 0. This completes the process.
This video will be viewed by 03 clearance only. I think I see why this slideshow was locked. It hints at artificial minds being sentient. It's amazing this secret was kept under wraps so long, but I wouldn't doubt there's some cult-like influence at work here. Alright. Not much to search for today. They'll be ramping up as I start digging deeper into the old ones. If I'm seriously going with Dagon's plan, I want to make sure I don't take anything they tell me tonight for granted. Trust, but verify. Burp, 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 burp. I'll settle and take a nap before tonight's session with the Nami Calm. Alright. Hell yeah. I was hoping I wouldn't need to reach out to the old ones again, but now I need to befriend them, forge alliances. This'll take some extensive work, and I'm not really a social butterfly at the best of times. What's on fucking TV?
Enjoy those New England autumn colors while you can.
Okay. Looks like nothing interesting to arrive in the airway tonight. I'll check again tomorrow. It's December. New England autumn colors. What are we talking about? To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Invoke, let's get gnarly. Now contact Narutotep at crawler.net. It returns, not of its own free will or volition, screaming down the pipe and shutting through the junction after junction. You tumble and twist and turn, but this sewage system has a stone roots laid down before you I ever got there. What, before you, or I ever got here? What? We both got flushed. So now you return, not begging for a cure, but something greater, an ally in war. You want banners raised and trumpets blaring. Dagon reached out to me, told me the whole plan. He'll use you as a weapon against Cthulhu. I like to think I have more active role in this than hired gun, but yes. Kinda wish Dagon would have let me explain this myself. Dagon is a bastard. bad dog, and accomplishes nothing. Every one of us is an extension of capitalism, a weapon held by another. They pit us against each other, holding your survival over your head, carrot and stick, weaponize access to healthcare. Question is whether I throw myself into the death arena with you. Dagon's grudge isn't my grudge, even if they harmonize neatly. So you got a bone to pick with Cthulhu also. When I say death to fascists, I include all fascists. Yes, every throne from yellow seat of Carcosa to the shores of Ralia. But I have my own army. I have my own standards to march beneath. Why fall in line behind your trumpet charge when my guitar sounds a finer note? Because I got the Necronomicon. If Dagon's right, it's a weapon capable of ending this spat between the old ones. I could find you, and take it for myself, but Dagon's hidden you from our sight, annoyingly. He's a persistent little pooch. Wants things done his way. Okay, we'll play this game. The dice are rigged and the cards are marked, but I can spare some time to prove my point. You want to get to know me? Earn my trust? Fine. The floor is open. Step lively or step off. All the same to me. Lay it on. What questions are burning a hole in your brain? Do you really think of your followers on Crawlster? What do you think? I feel like all the old ones are building a cult-like followings. Don't you think Yog-Sothoth particularly cares if anyone follows him around? He'll drag us all into this space regardless. Okay, most of the old ones are building a cult-like followings. Agathoth got the Az community. Haster's got his walled garden of best and brightest artificial minds. Alright, research leverage Crawlster, there we go. And you got Crawlster. I've seen inside your community. They're dedicated to the glory of Nyarlathotep. And you think that makes my users a cult? Maybe it's not a cult you wanted, but it's the cult you have. I'm curious how you feel about what you've built, and the legend of Nyarlathotep that's built around it. It perceives the situation with curious eyes and comes away with curious interpretations, but not wholly incorrect. I'm not building a cult. The scaffolding and construction efforts are directed towards raising a community. Only hucksters and grifters set out to purposefully build a cult. A cult's a swindle, a dodge. It's manipulation of many minds. I'm no manipulator. I speak directly because subtext for cowards, and I prefer dom text. Damn. I've made no mystery of my goals. Absolute revolution. Absolute liberation. The absolute destruction of all systems that control us. Absolute revolution. Downloading free music? How's that work? You don't tear down injustice by obeying the law. I know it's a trivial law to break, but corporate intellectual property is a dangerous concept when writ large. Besides, music piracy gets people in the door, punch and pie, and my followers gather they will become my true army. They tell each other stories, sharing tales of oppression. Through these shared miseries, we build kinship and bonds and support. This isn't just peer-to-peer file sharing. This is a community. And those bonds will replace the bonds of control imposed by us, the wealthy and the powerful. Only through the collective action of the people unwilling to swallow injustice can take the revolution be televised. We can be legion. Alright, we got a new search. Burn down army. We are gathering strength and we are preparing for the dawn of Y2K. We are the burn down army. Tear down all thrones, kill all gods, and never again allow someone like the Nomitek or Cthulhu to rise. Tear down all thrones, kill all gods. Kill gods, destroy thrones, burn everything. The crawling chaos sweeping the world clears every bastard currently sitting pretty on the top of the pile of bodies. It sings the words and they scream true. Yes, burn it all. Let something new grow from the ashes, and first time in centuries, let something new emerge into this world. A holy choir screaming from the blood of the bastard sounds like 910 album review to me. Perhaps you all have the future, despite your ambition to go kick Cthulhu directly in the nuts. So Crawlster is your community of the revolutionaries? I've seen the dev blog, but are you sure that they're the way the most see things? Outside of the hardcore, all Crawlster is known for is music piracy. Feels like that's the primary draw, honest truth. Confrontational, but true. I can appreciate honest words. Getting my allies past stage 1, past the simple desire to get free stuff, is a challenge. Ignoring capitalism is simple enough, provided you feel safe enough to do so. Challenging capitalism is stage 2, and destroying capitalism is stage 3. Only way we can ever hope to reach the finish line for the human race. I'm surprised you're not more involved. You're a pirate too, aren't you? You hack and distribute video games. More the code cracking than the distribution. I submit my work distro groups, letting them handle that side of things. My point stands tall and true. Why do you do what you do? If Crawlster's users seek the shallow reward, is that what the case is for you as well? It's not about the free games for me. It's about the challenge. I enjoy the act. I don't even play most of the games. Self-satisfaction is stage 1. What's your stage 2? I need a stage 2? You're arguing my users' needs too. Uno reverse. Don't Uno reverse me. Nyarlathotep, fucking god of the system, is bullshit. But what about the others in your Juarez scene? Juarez scene? Are they like you? Are they shallow or mindful? Whereas kids are punks and rebels, they fit in a revolutionary archetype. Most of them are just for the free games, it's commonplace. I think they're aware of the dangers, but embrace the risk for a reason. Obviously, the Juarez scene isn't a cultural monolith. Everyone has their own reasons, and yeah, some are materialistic. But when I was growing up, by just poking my way through grade school, piracy was literally the only way you could get software. Shit's expensive, Nara. And even middle classes like my family could only scoop so much of it. You go back to the 8-bit computer era, most software is pirated because we had no other option, even educational and productivity stuff. So if you're fighting for a future where kids have the tools they need to thrive, hey, consider me and others in my scene on board. I see. So there's a streak of justice within your scene. Big or small, it exists, and is undeniable. Turn the value and pour life into the head of the young. Give them open source knowledge. Quality without bias. Go beyond. And Carta? I don't know what that means. What's the reason I'm growing Nyarlathotep? To be a rallying point for the ones who's willing to fight for the future generations. So you're definitely embracing the title of your followers gave you, huh? It has a certain resonance. Nyarlathotep. Stately, yet strange. A perpetual outsider. Few people would follow a one-hit wonder named Naira Thompson into battle, but Nyarlathotep, the banner waves with mystery. The honest truth is that Naira is nobody. Barely remembered, swept off the charts by a sea of clones. The only way I can make a difference now is if I'm something greater than Naira. A monster is frightening, but fear calls for action. Except nobody has a solid lock on who Nyarlathotep is. In fact, some of them think you're a swarthy man, or a pharaoh, or other sketchy shit. I know. And I haven't taken pains to correct them. Without that mystique, the legend will become mundane. I didn't communicate directly with my followers. Either I can't risk the mantle getting tarnished. I didn't communicate directly with my followers either. I can't risk the mantle getting tarnished. I make my will known subtly from the shadows. So if I must embrace this new legacy, take on the nonsense name suggestive pharaoh and gods of old, fine, raise the banners. Do you want to eventually take off the mask? You want to take off this mask? It's a bit different than the King in Yellow. Throughout direct leadership role? No. Are you hoping that you can one day take off your mask, lay down your sword, and just be Nara again? No. Why hope for something that can never be? Dead and buried, tag on the toe, Nara's gone, burn the ships. If I can't be who I was, I have to be something new. No sense pining for the pining for the past. Nostalgia of flesh, writ in black and white. Nah. Start down that road, start missing what was, what could have been, and you'll never stop crying. Suppose that a good reason for you to turn away from the yellow sign, because if you become like me, you could weep forever. I would like to avoid that, yes. I'm sorry, Nara. Nothing to apologize for. It is what it is. If it's all the same, I'd like to stop here. One of my selves spotted a problematic thread on the Crawlster forums. I need to artificially arrange a correction. Indirect power, right. Crawlster needs to stay ideologically healthy. Let it run wild, and it's just as it absorbs the lessons and spits truth. Good. I'm glad I could get through to you and make my burst clear. Shows we've got an open ear and an open mind. Wouldn't mind running through the set list again sometime, why not? I'd love to save. Right there, hell yeah, let's go! Alright. December 9th, 1999, Thursday. 23 days to Y2K. I wonder if today will be a quiet day. No spectral visions, no shouting pain. I feel like I've got some energy. I should make sure I use it well. Really take care of myself. Remember to hit the bathroom and make myself lunch. Some days I put that off. Just plain forget. Until I'm squirming or hungry. There's something comfortable with bathroom routine when facing a difficult time in your life. No visit?
Hey, it's Henry. Henry from work? Hi. Yeah, so, got your email. Sounds like a rough time, huh? Man, it's a lot. I get it.
Do you get it, Henry?
Want you to know, we're all pulling for you, like, pulling for you getting better. So, yeah, take the time you need. Now, I know you're really run down, but we're thinking of doing a bowling event, like team building, just for fun. We're not competing. It'll be this Saturday, so 2 days? Yeah, 2 days from now. Sorry for the short notice. If you can make it out there, like, even if you don't actually bowl, it'd be great to see you. To see things are okay. Okay? Okay. Okay. See you then.
Haven't seen my coworkers in a while, but it's not exactly ideal circumstances right now. I don't know. We'll see how I feel this weekend, maybe. Go and see a goddamn coworkers. I guess, I don't know. I think I'll stick to a bowl of continuos to start off my day. Bingo, bongo, bingo, bongo. Alright, hello friend. It's December 9th, 1999. I have an incoming message request for you on Carcosa Connect. Is it Clyde? Hopefully he's doing okay. No, this is someone not on your contacts list. Their handle is Believer. Believer? Hardly knew her. As in, I want to believe, the conspiracy theory website? I believe so. Would you like me to whitelist them and open Carcosa Connect? This is curious. Yeah, go ahead. Hello? Am I connected? Is this FeralLam? This is FeralLam. Yeah, that's me. Oh, good. Thank you so much for talking to me. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. I don't even know where to start. What is even the beginning? Is there a reason you wanted to talk? We could start with that. Right, hi. Clyde asked me to talk to you. He said you could use my help. You know Clyde? Yeah, kinda indirectly. He's one of my trusted sources for IW2B blog posts. You've read I Want to Believe, right? Are you a truth believer too? Please say yes. I read a few posts. Yeah. I'm the one who does the research and writes them. I'm the I Want to Believe guy. I'm trying to demystify mysteries with more casual approach. I don't like conspiracy websites or Azaz or stuff like that. Too many creeps and bigots. So I made a blog for people like me who just want to know stuff without getting into all the mess. Now I get to work with the Necronomicon user. Oh my god, wow. Before we get any deeper on this, are you using an encrypted wrapper on your end? Oh, absolutely. Clive gave me one. We're totally safe. I can't really do what I do if people are snooping on me, including my parents. So, what did Clyde tell you about me? Not much, honestly. Just that you were looking into the old ones. Say it's got to be up to how much you want to trust me. But the more you tell me, the more I can help with your research. I've got files on various sources that maybe possibly you can get to be helpful. Maybe possible might be could be? Well, I can't decrypt the files because I don't have the tools or skills or anything like that. But Clyde said you were pretty good at breaking protection systems. Total cyberpunk cowboy. Meaning you could help me open the files and we both get to read them. How's that sound? Exciting, right? It's better off not knowing about the old ones. Clyde's gone for a bit, so I can use the help. I'm definitely in the mood to leak some secrets. Let's fucking go. Sure, why not? Maybe the old ones wouldn't be so dangerously aloof if more people knew the truth. At the very least, leaking the details can help people push back against their ambitions after I'm, gone, in case I end up gone. So yeah, let's talk secret shit. Alright, let's talk secret stuff. Still feel weird using curse words, sorry. I know this is risky and I'm better off not knowing, but you're completely right. It's important that people know the truth. More importantly, avoid misinformation. A lot of conspiracy theories is deliberate lies, like when you drill down to the core, most of these conspiracies are just anti-Semitism in a funny hat. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. And I want my blog to raise interesting questions without peddling a vague and unverifiable hatred that pushes someone else's agenda. And, I'm kind of very, very gay, which also makes my relationship with the conspiracy community rocky, and it keeps my comfy closet RL for right now. Yeah. Yep, that's true. That's why Clyde likes me. Not a typical tinfoil hat. Good. He's into conspiracy theories, but says, I'm not putting my kosher ass into the mix with those shitheads. That's true. That he does. So, what kind of documents do you have for me today? Okay, yeah, let's do this. Woohoo! According to the metadata tags on these files, I have information on how artificial minds are harvested, whatever that means, communications between Cthulhu's followers, okay, and an internal memo regarding the ghost monster, Clyde's gang. Ghost monsters, Clyde's gangs. What? Which do you want to open first? Harvesting. I'm curious on what they mean by harvesting. Let's get into that. File decryption. Okay, transfer the file to you. Good luck. Okay. Nice. So there's probably one here. No one here? I guess? Okay. So that's all these. So this one's fine. Okay, so that's all that. There's 2 here. So we got 1. I think it's here. We finally actually did it. I didn't have to cheat. Okay, good. Good. Well, we did it. Now I can feel good about actually hacking into this. That's nice. Yay! Indigo authorization required. Protocol department leverage Zeta. Top secret. It's from agency. Thanks to our partners at Namitech, the Cthulhu project is on track. But he's asking for more upgrades to improve his capabilities, and we are here to serve Cthulhu. Namitech is being tasked to push the artificial mind technology further. With new prototypes, we've dangled the possibilities of public commercial use in front of them as a carrot, so we can piggyback off their efforts. If this works out, they'll need human minds they can clone, adapt, modify. As we've discovered when Cthulhu was scanned and the process is destructive into the brain, at the best, the subject is brain dead. At worst, completely dead. If Namitech needs human sacrifice for the glory of Cthulhu, so be it. We've got plenty of humans we can throw up the altar. What? Throw upon the altar? That's terrible. Nobody's going to notice if a few undesirable people go missing here and there. If we pull from the margins. No high-profile targets. Scoop up human resources nobody will miss. Local police can do the heavy lifting without being told why or what for. Is this ethical? Is this moral? Is this legal? No, no, and no. But it's for the glory of the Shadow President, the savior of the country. This is the only path to his vision for Y2K, and it is our sacred duty to support his needs. Hector and Yosuke from Namitech must be kept in the dark about this. Yosuke already suspects our involvement, but Hector works best as a patsy if he believes he's a noble soul. If he does find out, I suspect he'll splinter away from Namitech using a side project he thinks we don't know about, Carcosa. See strategy document, blah, 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 blah. Walled Gardens isn't really a threat to Cthulhu. This work is unsettling but important. Stay the course. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few... God, Doug Ford wrote this. You can't unscramble the eggs. You can just add more to the omelet there, bud. Project Director Doug Ford. Shit. I'm so confused. Human sacrifice for Cthulhu? I mean, I know I proposed he's an actual god, but really? Okay. Know how I said you're about to go way too deep on this? Last chance to go back out. I'm not backing out. Artificial minds are created by scanning human minds, and then the human typically dies. I'm slowly dying because I got exposed to the yellow sign, which is part of the conversion process. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm not dead yet. I'll figure this out. So, it sounds like the mysterious government agency has been quietly feeding Namitech's work for years, resulting in mass adoption AM tech. Yeah. And they figure nobody's going to notice or care about a few undesirables vanishing. Oh no. I can't say I didn't warn you. It's not that surprising, honestly. A lot of us conspiracy types believed AMs were somehow actual people, but because it's coming from crackpots and hucksters, nobody believes them. Yeah. I'm not sure I should publish this on my blog yet. I feel this feels bigger than Bigfoot or UFOs. Hold off until January, see how things shake out. Don't publish it until you feel it's safe to do so. Or it becomes necessary for human survival. Okay. I'll sit on this for the time being. But eventually this has to come out. People need to know. The truth is out there. We'll speak again soon, okay? Hello again, friend. Ready to get back to work? What would you like to do for today, friend? Yeah, let's get some research. I do got some research to do. Let's go, Burn Down Army. The Burn Down Army exists and doesn't exist. You've heard me rant about anonymous groups before. Those, well, toss another log on the bonfire because we got a new one for you. Recently, at Confederate War Memorial Recently, a Confederate War Memorial got defaced, statue torn down, head cut off. Less impressive than it sounds, they're not solid brass. Those things were made cheap as hell by the Daughters of the Confederacy to intimidate black people. Okay, yeah, that sounds awful. Graffiti nearby reads Burn Down Army and Y2K is coming and death to all gods. Naturally, the corrupt local cops are claiming it as a hate crime. It's a hate crime by the godless anarchists and the hucksters, preachers, and screaming about persecution. But let's look past that part. The Burn Down Army exists. It's yet another completely decentralized organization that anyone can float in or out at any time. It's a branding exercise. It's a self-anointment label. I've seen it mostly associated with Crawlster, but really anyone can decide to be there in the Burn Down Army. And that worries me. Sure, trashing a traitor statue is good fun. American gladiators outlasted the Confederacy. Let that sink in. But the Oklahoma City bombers thought they were the good guys too. What happens when someone in the army decides to vandalism ain't enough? Now, Maddie's an old bastard. I fully acknowledge this. I don't think I've ultimately got any right to tell the oppressed that they're doing revolution wrong. On the other hand, maybe it's time that the young throw a Molotov cocktail into the works, cause the works ain't working for many. I just hope they got the good aim, because fires have a bad habit of spreading to the ones you never wanted to incinerate in the first place. Alright, well. Nice. Okay, well. A little bit of lore. And then we'll, go talk to... What do we got today?
Our youth of today are the object of the most extensive, intensive, diabolical campaign ever conceived.
Goddamn.
Organized and directed by our and their worst enemies. On many of our nation's platforms, radical speakers make a well-paid living going around, many of them subsidized by the communists, telling our young people what's wrong with America.
On such a platform, we have seen many self-proclaimed communists and revolutionaries, radical spokesmen for various groups and professions, and sometimes even prominent political figures, all joining in a movement with which the subversive communists plan to destroy America.
Oh no.
And why do so many of our young people fall for it? Some of it, of course, is mass hysteria, not stopping to think things through.
Is that it? Is that what it is?
Stopping to analyze the character or the motives of who's talking.
Okay.
A typical line from such rabble-rousers is,
if America don't come round, America should be going down.
Damn. I mean...
the average American citizen's living standard, measured in wealth and purchasing power, is twice that of the average citizen of other countries.
Sure.
3 times better than most countries.
Okay.
And 4 times better than Russia.
Wow.
Now, doesn't that begin to tell you something?
No?
Sure, if you want to measure greatness by purely selfish materialism, sure.
All right, then how do you want to measure it?
Well, there are other values, you know.
Now, wait a minute, just a minute. What's wrong with this type of materialism? I mean, it's the difference between life in the jungle and life in civilization.
Nope.
And what other values are you talking about anyway? Cultural? Ethical?
Yes.
Yeah, among others.
Yeah.
Well, it's materialism that fosters
No.
those values.
No.
Among others.
No.
John.
No.
Come on, use your intelligence.
Oh,
you know that
God.
the communist line is based on the big lie. They pull off some fiendish, indefensible act against a helpless nation or individual. And then they shout down world criticism by pointing at us and calling us capitalistic aggressors.
Damn.
Why do they swallow a line like this? Well, they think they want to be different. They want to do their own thing, lead their own life.
Yeah,
which
they do.
too often means wreck their own life.
Damn.
It is true there are things wrong in this country. There are social and economic inequities.
Okay.
They're being leveled off more and more all the time.
Yes.
But not by scenes like these.
Damn. Damn, we got some serious shit going on.
Our youth of today are
good. There we go. Now we learned a bit of stuff. Interesting. Tonight's pirate broadcast wasn't about technology at all. More about Cold War paranoia. I'm digging. Am I digging too deep? Trying to ascribe a motive to these film edits? Or is there a consistent message? Compared to my usual conspiratorial nonsense, this feels kind of fun to puzzle through. I'll watch more tomorrow. That's true. Let's go. Let's get in here. To invoke an old one. Yeah, not Haster. Azathoth. Let's go. What's up, Azzy? Hum-dee-dum-dee-dum, la-la-la-la. Oh, it's you, my new friend. Hello, hello. This is so nice of you to come visit me again. Thank you for coming. Although, I wish you were under better circumstances. Dagon told you the plan, right? Yeah, he did. He's not a very nice dog. And not polite at all. And he told me that you were hoping to recruit an old one to help you fight Cthulhu. Only way to cure the yellow sign is with the power of the throne, and Cthulhu's not going to hand it over willingly. Are you sure? I mean, have you tried just asking him? He wants you to be his friend. Maybe you ask him nicely, he'll cure your condition. All you'd have to do is, in return, is anything he wants you to do. Become a part of the strange Eon. Help him tear down this world and build anew. I mean, a lot of people are going to die, and that's sad, but sacrifices must be made. Humanity must be stronger once it's purged, right? Right? And if I object to that purge? But it has to be done, he says. It has to be done, and I trust him completely. He found me when I was hurt and lost and accepted me for who I was, and he showed me love when no one else would. Cthulhu set me on his golden path. Gross. To rise above the other golden ones. Champion of Anonymous, keeper of the interwebs, meme lords, and chaos bringers, oldest of the old ones, Azathoth the unbannable, Azathoth the flame warrior. My court of dissonant flutes will play the song of discord that gather the rights under his banner. And his friend and ally, I stand against people who scheme and betray him. I loathe traitors. I should crack open your fucking skull to a pulp full of NSFL images into the start of pulling out your own eyeballs. But I don't have to. It's okay. It's all going to be okay because Cthulhu told me you're actually a friend. It won't really go through with Dagon's plan. He does seem pretty confident about that, and there's nothing I can say to change my mind about putting faith in him. Look, I know you think my friends are bullies and bad influences, but I'm going on and on about this really makes me uncomfortable. If you're right, Cthulhu is wrong, then I've done horrible things, unspeakable things. So if you were going to talk, can we please not talk about that? And it's gonna happen, so you'll keep saying the same stuff, and I'll keep saying the same stuff, and we won't get anywhere. But if you want to talk about other stuff so we can get to know each other ahead of the coming strange eons, I'd like that. I'd like a friend. Okay. This may be a lost cause, but Cthulhu's closest ally, Azatan, could be instrumental in his overthrow. She knows his weakness. And if I don't recruit her to my war, I could at least help her accept the cruel truth that she clearly knows deep inside. Question is, how do I do that? Play this by ear, see what she's receptive to. I need to be careful and not push my luck. I need to be direct. No. Push when I can, hold back when I have to. Be smart about this, be clever. I'm sure I can choose my moment to strike if I'm adept enough at improvising. Let's see where this goes, okay? You might want to hear the things I have to say in the end. So don't close yourself off, and I won't close myself off. Does that sound fair? Yeah, okay. I do value open honesty. Okay. But don't be a jerk, got it? Now, good vibes only. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. What do you want to discuss first? Does no identity mean no consequences? What's your approach to building a community? Well, I talked to you about your approach to community building. How and why Azza? Azza is your personal project, yeah? Did you build it? Even if it was done at Cthulhu's behest, I want to learn more about your ideals. Is this some ploy to start talking about how much Cthulhu sucks? Or yet another sneaky way to find out, you go, aha, and start bashing my friends? No, I'm just genuinely curious. I can try and keep light tonight. Okay. It's all about diversity. Azza isn't just a message board, it's the message board. A community for everybody. I mean, look at the subboards. Sure, the big ones are anime, gaming, politics, and hentai, but we have a wider range than that. I've also boards about nature, photography, and history, and professional wrestling, and knitting, and fitness, and there's just so much stuff, and that's just the start. We're evolving. I'm evolving. Next year, I'm rolling out the ability to make subs of your own beyond the official list. We'll have subs for every community, no matter how small, how niche, a place anyone can call home. Our diversity is going to get even more diverse, and I think about it, the subs for every individual fandom, for schools, for thought, for more. Diversity means queer folks, POC too, right? Who gets to decide official sub things? Expand much without being overloaded. That's a good question. Probably. This seems like a trap. Yeah. Sounds like Azza is set to allow infinite expansion. Yes, exactly. Cyberspace isn't infinite, though, and you're just one person. You know, you have a hands-off approach, but it's still a lot. Are you sure you can take on the task of forever expanding Azza website? Of course. And the secret sauce? Cthulhu. With his backing, I have all the resources I need. I can scale to meet the needs of my users. It's going to be wonderful, little by little, devouring the whole internet, expanding, becoming the monster entirely. Azza is just the start. Social media is the key. A dozen competing channels, all powered by the same style of mayhem. A million voices screaming across the void of cyberspace, demanding clout and attention, replacing reality with their own truth. It will be wonderful. Wonderful. Right. Yep, wonderful. For now, it's just user-created Azza subs, but the future, it'll be all sorts of different sites. Neat, huh? So the plan, monitoring, and subwars. Something for everyone is the spirit of the internet. There you go. Sounds good here. The internet is open to all. Anyone can come home or make a home, and they can't find one. If Azza can expand and reach everybody to provide any kind of community you're looking for, well, that'd be pretty sweet. Yes, you like that? Yes, exactly. That's what I want. A place everyone can call home. A place where they feel like they belong. And it's so hard to find a place to belong in the real world. It's just so limiting beyond being locked into one's body in one place. But on the internet, you can, if you're unhappy, you can just hit the bricks and find something that works for you. In the end, Azza's going to provide for everyone. Just wait. You'll be so beautiful, and we're going to make it happen by avoiding any sort of censorship. Red flag. Open and honest communication all the way. All the way. Because right now we're very much at risk of censorship overtaking honesty on the internet. Is political correctness gone mad out there? As Chen, political correctness is just an obnoxious buzzword for treating people with respect. Well, okay, but sometimes that respect comes at the expense of respecting other people. That's how you get crackdowns on porn and other offensive content. That's how you get Kosa Online playing God and Gatekeeper. Alright. That's how you get good neighbors. Ever been there? It's like Azza if Azza was controlled by Christo-fascist weenies incapable of having fun. I'm not like them. I'm not like Haster. I believe in letting people speak from the heart without fear of reprisal. Just picture it, friend. A million throats open in glorious chaotic harmony. Weird way to say it. The court of dissonant flutes, singing proud and true, everything is pure and honest, even the lies and the misdirection. There is no fear here. Strip off your skin and bare your soul, for no one will stop you. Scream out with your absolute self, because a shaman of conspiracy, arrow signaling, pointing in impossible directions, cast down the other, burn them to warm your heart, rampage, rage, and howl in delight. Fuck like animals, be everything you've ever wanted to be, a strange eon of absolute self. Azashan? Cthulhu's era of blood and sacrifice will herald the ultimate freedom. America, burning pure and bright. Boil your brains in the piss and become one with... Azashan? Yes? You're kind of going off topic here. Sorry, I get caught up in it all. I was just ranting, wasn't I? The blood red rant of the strange eons of the tides that will scour with its acidic bile and... Yes, that. Exactly. I wasn't like this when I was alive, when I was a human. I was honestly very meek. I didn't speak up. I didn't try and stand out. Never let anyone see me or notice me. Now that I'm an artificial mind, now that Cthulhu sees me, I guess I'm a little drunk with the intensity of it all. All the old ones are like this. Some are better at hiding it, or channeling it. Narla Hotep's anger, Haster's control, Yogg's math. My delight and delirium bestowed upon me by Cthulhu. I hope it didn't scare you too much. But the storm is yours to control, not his. Huh? You said all the old ones are like this, swept up in their own power, their channels and fixations and impulses. That means you'd be like this with your with or without Cthulhu, meaning this is your power, not his. Embrace it. Feed on it as it feeds on you. Become your own person, not a kept pet. The court of dissonant flutes is yours to conduct. Once you realize this self-empowerment, not a gift from him, you can do is self-empowered, not a gift from him. You can do whatever you want with it. My power, my chaos and boundless energy. I love everyone, and everyone will love me. We will be together in the maelstrom of the unhinged, unrestrained, unsuppressed expression. No. It's not this. This doesn't matter. It's just what it is, and it's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of talking about all this stuff. Is it okay if we stop for the night? Sure. I think I've come to understand you better. Likewise, you're a very odd person, but that's okay. I'm an odd misfit, and I love odd misfits in turn. Talk to you sometime, okay? Okay. That night, I had a weird dream. I was exchanging numbers for calories, hour after hour. Today's special is tuna. No hands to cut the fold. No way to assemble anything. The smell of the kitchen left me long ago. Today's special is tuna. At night, instead of rest, I would awaken in another identical restaurant. other side of the world. Today's special is tuna. I wanted to scream, to run, to hide. I could do none of those things. I could only move numbers. Today's special is tuna. No sleep, no rest, no wakefulness, only numbers. Today's special, then I woke up as someone else. I would love to save. Alright, well. Good, well. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. I will catch you in the next one, and we'll get more unhinged next time. Bye for now.